up. No mineral like this has ever been found to naturally occur on Earth until now. This new substance has been called carnotazite. It was named after the location of where it was found. The site of the discovery was found in active sapphire.
What's up, lovers and haters?
After diamonds. This new mineral closely resembles
and friends.
And comes in a variety of different colors, some of which include orange, brown, black, blue, and green. After scientists had completed some tests on the new mineral, they discovered it's a lot rarer and harder than diamonds. This in turn makes it much more sought after and more expensive too. The formation was similar to that of diamonds too. The region is known for volcanic activity dating back to the Cretaceous period, and is home to at least 14 volcanic vents that created the geological conditions needed over long periods of time. Scientists have said this mineral would have been found around 18 miles below the surface of the Earth. Researchers are still studying the mineral to try and find out more about it. It's been suggested this site could be the only place where it's found, meaning it would be one of the rarest minerals on the planet.
Man, I used to think this was the most unique chat ever.
There is a theory that the Great Pyramid of Giza,
but only because I couldn't place my finger on it. I don't know why. But this chat is like the most abusive chat you can ever experience. Ever. Like, some of these people ain't even human, man. But just as a note, I will comment on Misfits, because they seem to think they got something over on me. And the thing is that we whoop their asses. Like, we completely demoralized them into the bottom of the trash can, bro. And the reason I say we claim victory mostly is because I challenged them one Halloween, and I made a YouTube video, and everybody knew of my YouTube channel. I mean, it wasn't like, you know, I was announcing some great announcement that only 5 people were going to see. No, I had over 200 subscribers on this channel. Everybody knew. And I challenged them. BWG against Misfits. And not one of those losers registered. Not one of them. It's so funny, man. They lost that war so bad, bro. I gave them this chat back. I gave them Bow back. Because I left. That's all that was. So that's all I'm going to say on that. Misfits suck ass. They always have. BWG stuck our dicks in their mouth. And now they're upset about it. That's usually the case after you get shammed like that. So anyway, moving on to bigger, brighter things. I think that shit's hilarious.
To be moved into place every day for the next 20 years, but the mortar used is of unknown origin. It's been analysed and its chemical composition is known, but it can't be reproduced.
There's some kids in here now, I understand, but the people I'm referring to are not kids, man. They're like grown men, man. Like, you know, it's so funny. You know, all these little insults about my dead mother and all of that is nothing. You know, I could deal with that, but I tell you what, the moment they tried telling their members, not knowing I was in their little Facebook group club under John Anderson with a computer animated photo of a man that didn't exist, so I couldn't get, you know, sued for legal repercussions like identity theft or anything. Yeah, they wanted to go tell their members that I was selling my members on information to online companies. It was so funny. So I nipped that in the bud real quick. They didn't like that.
Most people forgot about this until a drought hit the area in 2009. The lake lost 25 feet of water and revealed the ghost town for everybody to see. As you can imagine, people wanted to see it.
I forgot how fun this game was, man.
So that's the story of the mysterious ghost town in Texas.
And I always practiced with the aircraft carrier. So once you get it down pat and you practice for a while with the aircraft carrier, it's so much fun. It can be a little boring at times here and there, but that's
I was out shopping at my local store.
Nature of the game.
It was late at night and I noticed these two kids standing outside the shop. I was worried and decided to walk past them to see if an adult was with them. However, that's when I noticed something odd. As they looked towards me, both the boys had jet black eyes. This threw me off and I continued shopping and went home.
It's new having that, how many players are online. It shows how many players are online down there. I haven't played this game for like almost a year. And of course the developers ain't done nothing with it hardly at all. They're the worst developers I've ever seen. But like I say, it's a really fun doodle game. If you can withstand all the children, the grown adult children in the Alliance chat. Or not Alliance chat, but you know what I'm saying, World chat.
These kids have even knocked on my door on a few occasions. I've never answered it and don't plan to. I don't know what to do. It's fair to say that when it comes to things outside of our planet, humans don't really know that much. Scientists have recently come forward and said that our universe may be nothing more than a silver lining sitting within the edge of a bubble, and that bubble is constantly expanding into a higher dimension. Scientists have stated that the human brain cannot truly understand the full scale of the universe, and perhaps never will. The universe extends over tens of billions of light years. Many people can't wrap their head around this. Understanding the structure of the Milky Way is only challenging. The solar system sits in the outer edges of a disk of material, and no one can see across the dense center to the other side. The Milky Way does not sit still, it is constantly rotating. The solar system is always moving through space, meaning the sun and the solar system travel with it. The solar system travels at an average speed of 515,000 miles an hour. Even at this incredible speed, the solar system would take around 230 million years to travel all the way around the Milky Way. Bear in mind, this is how long it would take to travel just one galaxy. In the observable universe, there's estimated to contain 200 billion to 2 trillion galaxies. This gives you an idea to how monumentally vast the universe is. One startling revelation made by quantum physicists that's converted even the most optimistic individuals is the concept of the multiverse theory. When pondering the mathematical implications and probability of a universe forming as well as other theories in regard to dimensional mathematics, physicists began posting a thought experiment forward. Why did I use these specific rules, with these specific numbers and laws of mathematics? Scientists believe the odds of this occurring are so astronomical, and that it's far more probable that every variation of every possible universe exists to allow such occurrences. What's even more interesting is that researchers believe they have evidence of the multiverse theory occurring in the natural world. This is given the complete determination of quantum mechanics, and its properties such as Heisenberg's uncertainty principle, and the formation of virtual particles. This could very well mean that every possible variation of every universe and every decision ever made could more than exist, and could potentially one day be explored. Philosophically, this idea could lead to new outlets, but mainly people to discuss the meaningful implications of decisions. It seems though that we're no closer to understanding our universe. Hessdalen is a small village that can be found in Norway. At the beginning of the 1980s, many people came forward about seeing mysterious lands. The local residents couldn't explain where they were coming from. It wasn't just one or two lights being witnessed either. It's been reported that over 200 lights were seen within a week. People started to want answers for what was being seen, and Project Hestonian was established in the summer of 1983. Investigations were carried out between January the 21st and February the 26th, 1984. Incredibly, 60 lights were seen during these investigations, but one of the issues was that no one had any idea where they was coming from. Since the 1980s, the lights have become less frequent. Instead of there being 50 to 60 there's now around 15 to 25 reports a year. One eyewitness who lives in the area said the following about the lights. I've lived in this area and have seen the lights now for more than 10 years.
That ain't bad though. 217, I think is not bad for an aircraft carrier. I got 700 yesterday.
Some of them move really quickly and others just seem to sit in the sky. The most common colours I've seen are purple and orange, and on some occasions I've watched these lights for over 20 minutes. It's not just me that's seen them either. Most of my family have seen them more than once. Although it doesn't happen all the time, when the lights do appear they seem to stay around for a while. Recently these lights were reported close to Hestonian. The eyewitness said the following. I was driving close to a valley when I saw pulsating lights. They flicked on and off for around 30 seconds to a minute each time. They stayed in the sky for 15 minutes.
To be honest with you, all I have to do is show my name in here to make them upset.
Ripping down the valley before suddenly fading away. Another common colour that's seen is blue. These blue pulsating lights have also reportedly made people feel relaxed and calm. However, skeptics have come forward and said that these lights are being caused by the weather. They point to ball lightning for a possible cause of these lights. But due to how many times
I mean, I can't help it if they get upset just to see me. I can't help that. It's not my fault.
This structure has been spotted off the coast of Cyprus. I've recently been sent a few emails in regard to this, and when first looking at the structure, it does look strange. Not much information is known about it, but the few people that have seen it have voiced their opinions. One person said it could be some type of station situated in the ocean. What most people can agree on though is that it does look artificial in nature. One person commented that it reminded them of a similar looking object. We have featured this object in a
I can't get my question mark thing to work.
Back in 2011, an interesting post was made by a user that
noted
strange and unusual ocean floor grid patterns that
seem
to be artificial in nature. This
There's this girl, I'm not going to talk about it.
The post then goes on.
It was sad though. I hated to see it.
All throughout the area appears to be artificially created.
It was a sad situation.
Described as being similar to that of page streets.
Anyway.
A number of smaller squares all throughout the region. What's strange is that they all seem to have 90-degree angles and look like modern-day property lines. At first, many rejected the discovery and believed the entire finding was nothing more than conflicting terrain maps compiled together by satellite data. However, the information surrounding the heights and depths of the terrain was not that of overlapping satellite information. Additionally, in the comments following the thread, many others began pointing out similar discoveries of these strange grid-like patterns found in many different parts of the ocean, and have said it could be something historical. To this day, there still appears to be no explanation on the matter. Over the years, there have been hundreds of predictions made, and some of these have come true. Many different people from across the world make predictions about the future of mankind, in an attempt to better understand and combat changing industries, personal obstacles and events that may spell out doom for the rest of us. These predictions could come from self-proclaimed scientists, emerging technologies and artificial intelligence, investors looking to predict future decisions and impacts on the economy, or government research to provide intelligence relative to policy impacts and decision-making. One individual that did make some interesting predictions was Professor Stephen Hawking. Unfortunately, on March 14, 2018, Professor Stephen Hawking passed away. Dr. Hawking fought and tamed the cosmos bravely for 76 years, and taught us all something important about what it truly means to celebrate about being human. In the later years of his life, he put forward the ideas of exploration, Quite possibly one of the most thought-provoking arguments made by Dr. Stephen Hawking was his claims made about the possibility of events that could spell disaster for the whole of humanity. By his calculations regarding the overall probability of the Earth facing an event at such a large enough scale to cause human extinction, Dr. Stephen Hawking stated that it would only take as little as 100 years before humans would be unable to inhabit our planet Earth. The cause for such calculations he regarded was due to several factors that most people never even took into consideration. Not only is climate change and global warming an important issue that should be addressed, but by his calculations there is no possible way to overcome the issues regardless of any form of technological advancement. Dr. Stephen Hawking most notably referred to us as planetary colonizers, and makes the overall suggestion that not only will Earth be our home, but many other celestial bodies in the solar system may find themselves colonized as well. The last theory that Stephen Hawking was working on before he passed away has been revealed. Hawking was working on a theory that the universe may actually be a hologram. Many theoretical physicists believe that for a fraction of a second following the Big Bang, the universe expanded before settling into its present state. This is referred to as the inflation theory. However, this theory has lost traction over the years, and instead many now look to the multiverse theory. The multiverse theory is a hypothetical space or realm consisting of a number of universes, of which our own universe is only one. He never opened his arms to the multiverse theory. What Hawking suggested was that it's more likely the universe could be a hologram. There are many people out there that believe our ancestors were much more advanced than we think. Some say this is backed up by modern discoveries that prove they've had a good understanding of engineering, further saying that perhaps advanced civilizations flourished in the past, and were far more abundant and capable than that of the current modern age. Originally seen as nothing more than a ridiculous theory, the idea of an advanced prehistoric age has come to the forefront in archaeological discoveries. What some people often struggle to understand, however, is what could have been the particular cause of these advanced civilizations, and why to today these ancient technologies have been lost to us. With that being said, however, every so often some of these designs come to the surface, and most of the time they leave us with more questions than answers. One of these discoveries happened in 1961 in Romania. An engineer discovered a strange-looking manuscript. He started looking through it and discovered that it detailed something he didn't expect. He noticed that in the manuscript it detailed some incredible concepts about rocketry at a time when these concepts did not exist. The person who designed these went by the name of Conrad Haas, and he lived between 1509 and 1576. It's incredible that someone during this time was even able to come up with these ideas. Researchers have said that he was the first person to put into writing the concepts of multi-staging, further saying that his concepts were put to the test and they did in fact work. Incredibly, his work doesn't stop there. He went on to design in detail spacecrafts, delta fins, bell nozzles and even liquid fuel cells. The CPU manuscript consists of around 450 pages, of which include the incredible designs of the three-stage rocket. What's incredible is how someone born during this time was able to come up with these sort of ideas. Researchers have come forward and said there could be many manuscripts out there in the world that we do not know of, each one hiding secrets about our past. One thing that we do know is that this manuscript is real, and it goes into detail about rockets and liquid fuel. It was officially published in the 16th century. However, some have even said that it was written using text going back even further than that. It's these types of discoveries that make people say that going back humans were a lot more advanced than we thought. So what do you guys make of this? And how was someone able to design rockets this far back in the past? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Oftentimes in countries that have a beautiful countryside or an incredibly scenic and historically important area of wild life, efforts will be made by the government to preserve this beautiful site of nature. This is in the hopes of allowing the public at large to enjoy its unaging beauty for centuries to come. They do this by establishing federally protected locations that prevent further developments of any kind that could damage the protected area known as a national park, or a wildlife preserve. Unfortunately, these unbelievably perfect natural sceneries also seem to hold a dark secret. There seems to be a large amount of mystery surrounding national parks, and almost disproportionate in many areas compared to regarding 15 populations of any kind. One of these comes from the Santa Fe National Park. Going back, officials come forward about the appearance of mysterious wood structures. What's strange is that not only are they tall, but they seem to be overnight. Most of them are between 6 and 20 feet in height, and after taking something down, officials said they were built using over 1,000 pieces of wood. One spokesperson said the wood structures are appearing at an alarming rate, and their frequency have increased over time. The structures had park officials and even police officers baffled to how they were being created. One of these concerns was that these structures posed a huge fire hazard. This is because they've been compared to structures that resemble those they used to build wood fires in the forest. However, these ones are much taller. The worry wasn't so much that whoever was building them was going to create a fire, but the vandals may see them and want to set them on fire. If they were to be lit on fire, the authorities said it would be extremely hard to get them under control. At this moment in time, park officials have no idea who is building the large wood structures, and they can't figure out a motive behind the construction of them. Some have suggested it's just the work of a bored teenager. However, to build them at the rate they're being built, you would need an extremely large group of people. It's now been announced by the Forest Service that anyone caught building these wood structures will be fined $5,000. The structures are being built on federal land, and they're treating it as trespassing. The forest officials have said they're now becoming more common than ever. Over the years, there have been a few stories that have caught the public's attention. This is mainly because of what these officers have said they've encountered. Going back in 2009, an unnamed off-duty police sergeant was driving along a road near Silbury Hill. Silbury Hill is located in Wiltshire in England. Incredibly, the officer said he could see what appeared to be 3 large beings dressed in white clothing. After getting closer to the beings, the sergeant could see they were inspecting something on the ground. This turned out to be a crop circle that had appeared here several days earlier. The officer was able to get a good look at the beings, saying they were 2 meters in height and had blonde hair. What was odd is that when approaching them, the officer could hear a low static sound. This threw him off, as shortly after this, the field began to echo with this noise. After trying to get closer to the beings, they soon noticed him and turned around. He said that he ran onto the field as fast as he could. As you can imagine, an experience like this played on his mind, so he decided to contact paranormal investigators to see if they could explain what he witnessed. It was then said this site was a hotspot for unidentified flying objects, and these crafts would have been connected to the beings he witnessed. Not long after this, he decided to contact the Wiltshire police station. However, they came forward and said they had no comment on the sighting, stating that it was a personal matter because the sergeant was off duty at the time of the incident. The paranormal experts said they believed what he saw. What's interesting about this is the connection some have made to Stonehenge. Silbury Hill is only around 20 miles from Stonehenge, and as many are aware, some of the paranormal community believe the ancient structure was built on advanced civilization. Stonehenge has proven to be quite a mystery to anyone who attempts to try and understand its construction and techniques behind it. Not only are the large blocks used too massive that even modern music construction would fail in regards to establishing in Stonehenge, but the source of the blocks appears to have been carved from hundreds of miles away.
Bye-bye.
Which lead many researchers to question the ability of transporting such large stones to the area.
Yeah.
To add to the bizarre
That's what I'm talking about, that 531, 181 damage right there. You know, right there in about the middle of the screen off to the left, right underneath the big words, damage. Yeah, that's right. That's what I'm talking about. That kind of shit right there is some good shit right there. Oh, no more gold. I got a little bit, huh?
During his travels, however, he encountered some mysterious things along the way. Although some are
A little bit more titanium and I can get me my legendary. Except,
one of his
no.
encounters was that of a married proxy. This
Oh, okay.
in the past
Right.
believed by many there exists a strange
Yeah.
undiscovered tribe
Yeah.
known as the
Yeah. Right.
Warships.
Right. Yeah. That right
They
there.
allegedly live deep within the dense
Huh?
jungles of the Amazon rainforest. The Maricoxi are unlike any
Pippa?
other in that many reports
Oh,
claim
okay.
them not to be entirely human. Back in 1914, Percy Fawcett claimed to have come across a strange tribe that were extremely hairy, lived in villages constructed from primitive materials in the jungle, and used bows and arrows to help them hunt and fight off invaders of all kinds. They were described as being similar to the
There are some
only speaking and communicating.
there are some good people in this chat though.
And residing northeast
It's
of
just the warning is, well, the first warning is that no misfit is a good person. I'll tell you that right now. They're all a bunch of liars. They're abusers. They're deceitful. They'll say or do whatever they can to get their way. So, if you see that Misfits tag, then that's what that's about.
We were drifting easily along the slow current, when under the bow of the boat there appeared to be a triangle ahead. It was a giant anaconda. I sprang for my rifle as the creature began to make its way up the bank. My guys were scared for their life, but I managed to persuade them to turn towards the shore. These giant creatures are known to tip boats, and everyone was worried this was going to be our fate. We stepped ashore and approached the reptile with caution.
Yeah, it just wasn't worth it anymore in this game. I mean, we had already sacked Misfits into the hamper, you know, and they don't have any alliance options. The only way you can really get a alliance going is by having everybody put your tag at the beginning of their name, and if you want to have somewhere private that your alliance can talk to each other, is join a Facebook group or get on an app and start an app group like Line app or something, or Discord. So I don't really care to mess with putting BWG back in this game. But there is some that will probably maybe want to, which is fine. One of these players already did. I mean, I told him we didn't have a clan here, but if he wanted to put the tag on, then that's fine. That'll work.
The crew noticed that suddenly the ship started to experience technical problems. This eventually led to the failure of a sonar. When the ship arrived home, it was dry docked and immediately examined. It was said that whatever caused the damage was very big, perhaps even an unknown giant squid species. The creature had managed to damage the rubber coating of the sonar dome. Engineers later discovered that over 10% of the surface coating was damaged.
That rain will stop in a minute.
However, the engineer said this wasn't a normal sized creature. Saying the cuts were much larger than any other squid species. The history of speculations that the creature in question was over 100 feet in length. The claw marks were much larger than any reported at the time. The creature may be up to 150 feet in length. Although the size is possible, we've discovered giant squids that were over 40 feet in length, and some think that larger specimens could be lurking in the depths. Although this encounter sounds unbelievable, there have been past encounters that sound eerily similar to this one. One of these comes in the form of another giant squid sighting. Though it was rumoured to exist for many years, the elusive giant squid has been an incredible find for the scientific community. Going back in 2006, such vessel and rescue off the coast of Japan. There they used the large bait and suspended the bait at the bottom of the ship to keep it dangling in the air to catch the large creature. The experiment was a success, as a large 24-foot squid came close to the bait and was captured on footage. However, as mentioned, much larger specimens have been discovered over the years. As some say it's only a matter of time before a larger squid is discovered. So what do you guys think attached to the USS Steamboat? 1970, the first old spaghetti factory opened in Gaza. It was known to the locals as a great place to eat and for its atmosphere. However, over time, people noticed that strange things would happen inside the restaurant. People would see flickering shadows and hear strange noises. It's believed by researchers that 4 ghosts occupy the restaurant. The most famous of these entities is said to be that of a traveling doctor. Over the years, many people have encountered this spirit, further saying that society doesn't want to leave this area. The common place to encounter him is the old trolley car that's parked inside the restaurant. The trolley number was 53, and going back it belonged to the British Columbia Electric Railway Company's fleet of electric trams. The trolley car was placed inside the building in 1960, and it's been debated if he was attached to the train.
That's funny.
With some suggesting that something traumatic happened in the past, and that's why he hasn't been able to move on. Although this sounds far-fetched, there are those that say paranormal entities can attach themselves to objects. For example, Robert the Doll has caused much speculation over the years. Robert the Doll appears to be a childlike doll designed by a German factory back in the early 1900s. It can be found and displayed in the East Martello Museum to this day.
Nice.
According to those that have verified the history of Robert the Doll was once owned by the eccentric author and painter Robert Eugene Otto. After the author passed away, the doll was discovered by a woman who bought the house shortly after, and so also came into possession of the doll. She then reported the doll was capable of moving on its own, creating and moving around smaller voodoo dolls as well as being completely aware of everything that went on around him. When the doll exchanged owners being constantly left behind when the house was sold, more and more began to report strange behaviour from the doll, such as that of changing facial expressions, the ability to move, making giggling sounds and leading to traumatic events, such as that of car accidents, broken bones, job loss, divorces, and a variety of other misfortunes as the doll was viewed as a cursed talisman. Going back to the old spaghetti factory, the next ghost is known as a young spirit. Again, people encounter this entity and say it tries to scare the public. One woman said she encountered this spirit in a bathroom, further saying that all she could hear was a creepy laughter coming from one of the stalls. Over the past 2 years, there's been quite a bit of activity going on at the Yellowstone National Park, and every time this happens, news headlines make their rounds. This is because the national park is sitting on top of a massive supervolcano. Over the years, it's grabbed the attention of not only scientists but the public.
Well, they screwed up this one, didn't they? I'm surprised they both don't just quit.
The system is still considered active and contains a reservoir of magma big enough to fill the Grand Canyon several times over.
Cause I'm gonna get them.
Being announced by scientists that animals living in Yellowstone have been migrating away. They've noticed that thousands of Yellowstone elk have left behind the ground.
I'm gonna get them, man.
Yes, scientists have now said it's changing because of the environmental anomalies.
Ah.
Researchers at the University of California, Berkeley said the following. These animals are migrating.
This guy, man. He's gonna play cat and mouse now. I might as well just park my shit right there in that parking spot I just passed. Alright.
Including predators, scavengers and hunters across the ecosystem. This has made some people worry as it's thought animals can detect things before humans. One way they're able to do this is by feeling the Earth's vibrations. Some researchers suggest they can even pick up on electrical changes in the air or gas released from the Earth. And this is why if an earthquake is about to happen, some animals will try and find shelter.
See, the reason you go to the chat, for those who don't play, is people count down. As you can see, that punk right there, Wired Warrior, people count down, and once you get to go, you exit out of the chat and you press battle. So you're trying to sync your game up with everybody.
The human brain in dreams have long been a mystery. Why do we dream and what do they mean? Over the years we've made a massive progress in science, but one area that still raises many questions is how the brain sees our dreams. Scientists only know that we dream, and that our brain translates them into moving pictures. Different researchers and scientists have interpreted dream states differently, with some arguing the function of dreaming was to allow the brain to express certain desires, while others suggest dreams are a natural expression of our imagination. Psychologists believe that dreams can be littered with symbols, meanings,
3119 players online.
Something in your waking life.
See, that's new. That's kind of cool.
What we've seen is one of the most common dreams to have is
So I wonder if that must just be in this server. You know, I really should probably do that. Is just go to another server, because maybe there's more nicer people there. You know. I mean, you got your bad eggs everywhere, but
how hard they try to run. If you're experiencing this dream repeatedly, this could very well be a sign that you're having issues with self-image.
it is nice to sync up with Fred's though out here.
The inability to run in a dream is usually manifested when a dreamer feels as if they're not capable in their waking life, or suffer from serious issues regarding self-esteem and a lack of self-respect. This means that though problems in your life might be overwhelming, you should never second-guess yourself or believe that you can't make it through an obstacle in your life. Believing in yourself can make a world of difference between tackling issues head-on.
I like it when there's no other aircraft carriers to worry about. But I'm doing better this time around at taking them out, as well as the Mayhens, those smaller ships, like that guy. I think that's a Mayhen. Yeah. Those can be an aircraft carrier's worst nightmare. But I've learned how to fight against them, so it's all good.
If the chaser is a person in your life, then your
Oh,
subconscious
we got first damage.
Or talk to them about an
Yeah.
issue.
Yeah.
If the chaser is instead an object of
Oh.
manifestation,
Oh, I thought that was an aircraft carrier. What, are they over there mooching on each other?
Regardless of the chaser,
Are there
the
two of
chase
them
dream
mooching on
requires
each other?
immediate
No.
action from the dreamer in the hopes of restoring positive mental health.
It's too long. He'll end up moving by the time I get there.
Antarctica has become best known for being one of the least
Yeah, I'm not
explored places
risking
on the
that one.
planet. It's known for its harsh climate and beautiful wildlife. Over the years though, there have been some mysterious discoveries on the continent. Going back a few years ago, scientists reported that a massive object that could change our understanding of history is hidden beneath the Arctic ice. These claims have caused theorists to speculate about what could be lying under the ice. And as you can imagine, all kinds of theories have been put forward.
Up, he sees me.
This mysterious anomaly is
He
believed to
sees
be
me.
under
Where's
the
his
air of
guns?
the Earth.
Yep, they're pointed right at
It
me.
is over 150 miles across and has a minimum depth of around 2,500 feet.
That's alright.
Interestingly, researchers have suggested that it could be the remains of a giant asteroid. And if this is the case, it would have been more than twice the size of the asteroid that struck Mexico 66 million years ago. This was the asteroid that was believed to have caused the extinction of the dinosaurs. This could help to answer one of the planet's most mysterious events.
Oh, they're all out there together, ain't they?
A massive extinction event happened. It caused over 96% of the Earth's sea creatures and over 70% of the vertebrate organisms living on land to perish. This giant rock could have been behind the event. This mysterious anomaly was first brought to the attention of researchers in 2006. This was when NASA satellites picked up on gravitational changes. Over the years, there have been some interesting theories put forward. One of these is that advanced civilizations once built giant pyramid-like structures in Antarctica. These structures can be found all over the world from Egypt to Mexico, but it's now thought they originated in Antarctica. Google Earth images of Antarctica have been shown as proof that these structures do exist. Theorists point to these photographs as proof of advanced civilizations. The snow pyramids, as they've been called, have sparked the interest of many people. In it's even been suggested that advanced humans lived here millions of years ago. 3 pyramids have been found, with 2 of them 10 miles inland, and the 3rd near the coastline. They have 4 sides which are set to comparisons to the Egyptian
Oh
pyramids
shit,
of
I'm
Giza.
still going. No, man.
Incredibly, those scientists have suggested that humans could
What the hell are
have
you
frozen
doing, Bo?
air, as it may have once been a lot warmer, perhaps even up to 20 degrees. It's now known that millions of years ago Antarctica would have been covered in lush rainforests. Scientists, however, have come forward and said that these pyramids are in fact mountains, and it's because of weathering they've got these shapes.
Oh, come on. Get there. Get there. Yeah.
Over the years, NASA have made some incredible discoveries, but recently they've come forward and said that they've found a planet that could potentially host human life. This planet is known as GJ357b, and NASA have said it's around 31 light years away from our solar system. It orbits in the Goldilocks zone of the GJ357 system. The scientists have speculated that water could form. The reason it gets the name of a super Earth is because it's around 6 times the size of Earth. Lisa Koltenegger, who's an astronomy professor, said the following about the planet. It's a distance from the star that's not too hot and not too cold. The planet was not...
Oh, damn it, son of a bitch.
Because it was discovered in the following. I was on vacation at the time and I was completely surprised. Although this is an incredible discovery, the planet is too far away. What it's told researchers, though, is
Oh, you ain't there no more.
Earth-like planets out there in the vastness of space.
Nope, he died.
As the human race develops its technological prowess, we have to look to the horizon to see whether or not this technology is helping us move to the next big thing. With the advent of new robotics and research into artificial intelligence,
Oh, wait, there's that guy right there? Oh, man. Oh, man. I gotta go see him.
In order to combat these changes, many scientists and researchers have said that we need to look to the stars.
Yeah, come my way. Don't go that way. I want you to come over to me. I want to see you, cutie pie.
Earth is more than 929 light years away from the Earth, meaning that it would take more than 900 years traveling at the speed of light before humanity could even reach the planet. It's still an ideal location for the establishment of future colonies, and holds more similarities to...
This is a sorry-ass match, man. Those guys got it. Just 48,000.
Being more than 100 degrees Fahrenheit cooler than
Anyhow.
its maximum temperature. When the planet was first discovered back in 2011,
You don't get nothing for it
it
when
was
you
noticed as being a rocky planet with the same mass, radius,
dip.
and gravity as planet Earth, but also supporting a rich atmosphere believed to be containing vast amounts of water vapor.
Let's see if any of these morons want to go.
This could cause a runaway greenhouse effect that sees the planet as an overall temperature too hot to support life. However, with a few modifications to the environment, it could very well be a much better twin than Venus, without requiring the extensive needs of terraforming as on our neighbouring planet. Skinwalker Ranch is a property that is located in Utah. Over the years, this property has attracted those who are interested in the paranormal. The property is around 500 acres in size. Everything from ghosts to UFOs and even aliens themselves have been witnessed.
I'm so lonely. I'm so lonely. So lonely. Oh shit.
The skin may just be a mask. People who encounter
Oh, I hate this map. Especially when there's another aircraft carrier.
However, they're not usually successful. Some say skinwalkers can have the power to read human thoughts.
Destructor. That's a cool name.
This is regardless of their current form. A skinwalker may use the voice of a relative or the crowd of infants to lure victims out to the safety of their homes. Some people take these creatures very seriously, for it's believed the spirits of these creatures can and will haunt you. One person allegedly witnessed a skinwalker while driving close to the ranch. They said the following about their encounter. I was driving close to the ranch with my girlfriend back in the 1980s. I've always been an open-minded person, and during my life I've witnessed some things I couldn't explain. On my first trips to the ranch, I would see something that stayed with me forever.
Look at that. I can't even get to safety before I fucking die. What the hell kind of shit is that anyway? I hate this map, buddy. Let me tell you something. I will cry. I will cry. It's the only map that's like this, so.
It would always look so incredible. On this particular occasion, we were skywatching but noticed something odd. At first I thought it was a planet or a star that it
Oh!
This object
He used the wall.
It kept repeating this for around 50
Look at that.
The objects then came within a few hundred meters of us. We was able to get a good look at it, and it was unlike any object I'd seen before. My girlfriend was worried and tried getting back into the car.
Gosh, I hate this map, man. Why do they gotta put me on this damn thing, man?
If I had to guess, I would say it's around 12 feet.
Son of a bitch. Ah!
Every so often, it would pulsate and would rise around 50 feet in the air. After several minutes, the objects then began to move away from us. After getting around 500 feet away from us, it disappeared.
I hate that fucking map, man. I don't know if I'll ever play that dumbass shit again. I swear to God. Oh, fuck.
She tried to get away from it as soon as she could. After speaking with her a few days later, I managed to persuade her.
Oh no, I can't replace that either. What a crock of shit. Hi, Pookie.
Oh shit, you scared me.
Like your hair.
Thank you.
It's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got you a little floaty. Cool. Uh-huh. What's up, man?
I don't need it. I don't have my hot bucket's here.
Wait, you should go in there and get Olivia.
I do. It's in the car, but I'll bring it in really quick.
Woohoo! Oh man. Oh, what you got here? Some mosquito candles. You got me some clothes here? Alright.
I don't know.
It's a different part, but
Nice.
still.
Thank you.
Daryl married Joanna. There was a summer party. Huh? You want to try to find out, Joe? Try to find out what's wrong with her. What is wrong? Talk to me, man.
You alright?
Ugh. My stomach, man.
Yes? Yes? Come. Keep staying over there. Watch the house where I get all the trouble. So Jordan, I'm gonna take a shower, and then when I'm out, you can play the game, and I'll take a baby.
Wait, why can't I play the game when you're in the shower?
Because my room, I mopped it and it's wet, and I don't want no one in my room to know I'm out.
Stop, do it.
I had to open it, like, lift it up, because I'm afraid, because one time when I was pushing it, it fell. And remember that, Rick, when I was pushing it, it fell and all the water came out? Oh. I know, I've been scared to like
Is that wine?
push
No.
it.
Vodka?
Mom's liquor I'm gonna borrow.
What is it?
It's kind of gross. It's peach and orange blossom.
What is it though? Wine?
Vodka,
Oh, vodka?
I think.
Ooh, freaking drink.
Did she even drink it?
It's been this full forever, so I don't think she's gonna miss it for the night.
Oh man,
Is
you
this
need...
sativa?
Want me to pour some for you? Yes, that's a sativa.
Ugh.
I don't even know what this is.
Is it?
No sugar.
Oh, that's awful.
Where's the alcohol content? Hold on. I know it's got alcohol in it. Oh, yeah, it is in vodka. Oh, 30%. Okay. Good.
Thank you.
You good? Y'all good?
Yep.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I love you, Olivia. I'll be back, okay? I'll see you in the morning. Goodbye.
CV probably ain't the best for that map, really. But you can't pick your map. That's so you just gotta, you know.
Alright, look. This is ridiculous. Excuse me. I'm gonna talk to Mom real quick. Mom.
Olivia, you want to go with Grandma?
What do you think is going on in Skin or Orange? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Every single year, scientists have been finding existence of long-thought-to-be extinct species. Some of these include marine animals that roam in the oceans back during the time of the dinosaurs. For example, one of these is known as the coelacanth. This creature was swimming around in our oceans hundreds of millions of years ago, and scientists said they became extinct around 18 million years ago. But in 1938, a living coelacanth was discovered in the Indian Ocean near the southern east coast of Africa. Incredibly, these creatures have been able to find a way to live for millions of years. With this much evidence gathered by the scientific community, it's no surprise then that it appears there are large tales involving the existence of real-life encounters with dinosaurs even in the modern day. Early explorers would tell stories of running into giant creatures and describing animals that match that of long-extinct dinosaurs. However, science has told us that dinosaurs have been extinct for years. So this begs the question, what are people seeing? Most of these stories come from the Democratic Republic of the Congo, and many have called this place Earth's real-life Jurassic Park. One creature that's said to live in these regions is that of the Melentuka. Those who have seen it describe it as looking similar to a Triceratops. These ancient dinosaurs have been discovered by paleontologists over the years, and have allowed us to get a
You can,
what they would have looked like.
You can make something here though. You know, like, just try to help people, man. That's what I did. start a YouTube channel,
Creature is also reported as being
and that's
described
what
as the same
got the whole thing
as
started
the
again.
English elephant.
And
It stands roughly 10 feet tall and weighs 6 tons.
I was just letting people watch me do it, so that, you know, and I would talk while I was streaming, so,
Including a large
and I would take questions or anything, so
What's
basically,
interesting is that alleged fossils of this creature exist, which some say is evidence of the creature once living
you
on
can
Earth.
grab yourself a little name here. It's just, it's an abusive chat, man. There's certain characters you just don't want to interact with. They're just not worth it.
Gathering evidence of this creature has been tough. The tribe native to the
Did I go down that quick? Seriously? Oh, I never went, did I? Yeah, I just hit the pen. Man, I only need 57 more. Damn. I need 57 more platinum before I can open up the platinum container. Legendary. See, what usually happens is after you open up 3 of those, approximately, you get to open a crate that's even bigger than that, and that's as high as it goes. So what I usually do is I save up for a platinum, and then it takes like 3 100 platinum crates to get that giant one open.
With that being said, locals are still talking about the creature, and to this day stories are still coming out of this region. The Amarantuka is said to be a hostile creature and has allegedly been witnessed harming the local wildlife. The locals of the Congo have given this creature the nickname of the elephant killer. It's said to be very ferocious.
The horns are new too. They didn't used to have the horns in this game, which is pretty cool. I like that.
And what's interesting is that tribes have said you can't find any large animal where this creature lives. They say this is because they don't want to go near the Amarantuka.
There's 2 of them? Oh, snapola.
As mentioned, the Amarantuka is claimed to be around the size of an African bush elephant, brownish to grey in colour with a heavy tail. Early reports give detailed accounts of the creature using its tail to take down its prey. Humans would also have to keep their distance as the creature has great eyesight and can see prey coming from a long way off. Those who have seen the creature describe it as having a bulky body and stumpy legs. The colour of the creature varies depending on who you talk to.
I think this game is so good as a doodle game because it's so realistic. It is. I give the developers that much. This is a very realistic game.
It doesn't like to be disturbed, and when you get close,
Kind of like a Gravity game, except, you know, it's a battleship game.
From drawings and depictions by the locals, the Amarantuka seems to resemble a type of dinosaur. Although some have suggested it's a descendant of the Triceratops, others have suggested it's an aquatic rhinoceros. Cryptozoologists have said it's one of the most interesting cryptids out there, mainly because it's been witnessed by so many people. Over the last 10 years there have been some eyewitness testimonies about this creature. How true they are is another question. Explorers who have seen the creature have said it looks like a rhino, but with a much larger horn and a darker coloured body. They say that it's more hostile than a typical rhino and it doesn't like it when you venture too close. They are said to come out for only a few hours of the day, and depending on who you talk to, some have suggested it's actually a herbivore, feasting on the dense plants that scatter the Congo. One person who attended an expedition said the following: "I've always been fascinated by the creatures of the Congo. It's one of the most interesting places on the planet and holds a vast array of creatures. I have seen many incredible animals here over the years, but on this occasion I was looking for something a bit different. I've read and heard stories that unexplored parts of the Congo could be home to a prehistoric creature. Although I'm a man of science, stories like this do interest me, and I like to think there are still giant creatures out there. We came across an elephant and our guides pointed this out to us. I thought they were pointing to this and saying that this was the Amerituga, but interestingly they were telling us something else. This male elephant had scratching on the side of its
Damn
body.
it, he sent out his
If
interceptors.
I had to guess, I would say the scratches were around a few feet in height.
Ah!
The guide said that these marks were made by the Amerituga. These creatures
I'm dead.
had to be on elephants and somehow the rescue been successful. After asking the guide if they had ever witnessed this happening, they replied yes. Adult elephants can weigh between 2 and 6 tons. So for a creature to be able to take down one of these, it has to be large and strong.
I'm
The guides
dead.
told us that these creatures
Son
are
of a
rare and seeing
bitch.
them doesn't happen very often. But one thing they did say is that you do occasionally hear them. They describe their vocalization
That's good
as
points, though.
saying that you know when you hear them because they vibrate the ground. They said that if you ever hear this sound, you should run. The trip had more stories than encounters, but I felt that throughout this whole experience everyone was very
See what
genuine.
place I'm in.
They talked about this
First
creature
place.
as if it was a normal
Yeah.
animal.
Oh, yeah.
No one
That's
seems
what I'm
to have
talking
faith in
about.
anything stories or
That's
to
what I'm
watch out.
talking about. You know what I
I
mean?
believe this creature could be a misidentified animal. But there is a small part of me that thinks there is actually something big lurking out there. In the 1930s,
Yeah, I
the
forgot
researcher
how
who's
fun
in
this game
Congo
was,
town
I tell ya.
local tribe.
I'm not gonna lie.
After talking to them for a while, he asked them about the creature. Interestingly,
Getting there,
after
967.
describing the creature, they had said they'd eaten one.
Yeah, what I'll do
They
is
said
I'll
the
get,
useless was to take down the animal.
yeah,
They
buy
described it as an aquatic
1,000
creature which possessed
platinum,
a large horn.
and then get like 3 of
After
these,
asking the tribe if they kept
and then
it
it
warm, they
opens up
replied no.
this thing. Rare
Another story
container.
comes from someone who managed to speak with the local people of the region. They said the following about their encounter. I went on an expedition many years back in the Congo, and it was one of the best things I've ever done. While here I heard stories of a large creature, and I thought that scientists may have discovered a new animal in the Congo. However, I quickly learned this creature was something the locals took very seriously. They told me about the animal that attacks elephants, and they said they are fearsome predators. Some told me stories about how they encountered this creature deep in the Congo. They said it appeared out of nowhere and charged them. They said it had a very robust body and for its size is extremely quiet. They told me they don't go to these parts anymore because it's risky. While out on our expedition, we saw many different types of animal species. But what I was most interested in was the animal the locals spoke of. They spoke about the creature in such detail that I had built up a picture in my head. However, when I asked them to take me to it, they were very hesitant. They told me the trip couldn't be made. To this day, I still wonder about what could be living deep in the Congo.
Congratulations, Dragon Master. You managed to collect all of the ruins outside reach of the legendary dragons, including the most warrior, Dragon. It even revealed the great trade in which Dragon was more half African American. I thought you would surely reject it. But then, all of your dragons and I will join together, focusing their energy towards the legends, using not their strength, but their hearts. With this, Dragon concentrated this energy.
Nice. Is he taking flooding? Nope. Don't look like it. Ah, so close. Keep saying that.
Time to storm the beach. Here we go. I can attack defensive formation. Let's go.
Just like an angel, skin makes you cry. You float like a feather in a beautiful world. I wish I was special, so fucking special. But I would
special. I wish I was special. But I'm a queen. I'm a winner. But then I turn I don't belong here.
Are you serious?
I've been mistaken. Just give me a break and see the changes that I've made. Got some imperfections, but how can you collect them all and throw them in my face? But you always find a way to keep me right here waiting. You always find the words to say to keep me right here waiting. If you chose to walk away, I'd still be right here waiting, searching for the things to say to keep you right here waiting. I hope you're not intending to be so condescending. It's as much as I can take. And you're so independent, you just refuse to bend.
Fuck it, I'm going at him.
Bending till I break. But you always find a way to keep me right here waiting. Always find the words to say to keep me right here waiting. If you chose to walk away, I'd still be right here waiting, searching for the things to say to keep me right here waiting. I've made a commitment. I'm willing to wait for you. I needed fulfillment. Found what I needed you. Can't you just forgive me? I don't want to relive all the mistakes I've made along the way. But I always find a way to keep you right here waiting. I always find the words to say to keep you right here waiting. But you always find a way to keep me right here waiting. You always find the words to say to keep me right here waiting. If I chose to walk away, would you be right here waiting, searching for the things to say to keep me right here waiting?
What makes this game the